So let's talk about the magic of leverage and, more importantly, how you use it to create wealth. Hey guys, Randy Gage here. I want to welcome you to another episode of Prosperity TV, and I'm doing this on my iPhone because I can't get my camera to work, and I wanted to make sure I get you a show this week, so I'll be talking as long as I can hold my arm up. I guess I need one of those narcissist sticks that they talk about. Anyway, I'm here in San Diego. I want to talk about this. Biggest secret to creating wealth is you've got to escape the trap of trading hours for money, because the hours are finite, right? No matter how talented you are. Let me see, how can I? Oh, that isn't going to work. So forget that. I guess that's where the lens is. If you're trading hours for currency of any kind, at some point you still run out of hours. Think back to Think and Grow Rich, the great book by Napoleon Hill, where he interviewed the most wealthy people on the entire planet. Ford, Woolworth, Firestone, Edison, Carnegie. Everybody in that book used the concept of leverage to create their wealth. They didn't trade hours for dollars. Think of Rockefeller. Think of the modern day fortunes of Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Michael Dell. J.K. Rowling was one of the poorest people on the planet, and she became one of the wealthiest people on the planet by leverage. So she created the Harry Potter series, wrote the books once, right? And then she gets paid every time they get reprinted. Whether it's Prince, Madonna, Jessie J, Ariana Grande, any artist today, they create a song, they get paid every time it's downloaded, every time it's on the radio, every time it's used in a stadium or a seminar or something, the royalties. So think about how can you create leverage. So I like 3 business models. If you read my book, Why You're Dumb, Sick, and Broke, and How to Get Smart, Healthy, and Rich, you know I did a whole chapter on this subject of leverage. There's 3 models I love for leverage. The first of them is information entrepreneur. That's what I do. I've got IP, intellectual property, right? So I've created intellectual property on how you create wealth, how you be a successful entrepreneur, how you can market yourself better. So I sell in books, booklets, special reports, DVDs, my online learning platform, all kind of different ways in which I'm selling that information. So I leverage it by selling it through lots of medium. I create the content once, and then I can get residual income every time it's sold. Same thing. Okay, second business model I like, network marketing. Why do I like that? Again, the concept of leverage. You get some key people, you train them, you introduce them to a system which helps them market the product or service, whichever company you're representing, and then you get hundreds, then thousands, even tens of thousands of people who are all marketing that product or service every month, using it themselves, and then they also, they create that volume, and you get an override on that. Real estate, same thing. You might take $100,000 and buy $1 million worth of investment property because you're leveraging your money. So think about, and if you haven't read Think and Grow Rich again recently, it's always worth to go back and read that book again. But in my Dumb, Sick, Broke book, if you haven't read that, make sure you get that. But think about, how can you put some leverage in your life? How can you escape that prison of trading hours for dollars, because the hours are finite? How can you leverage your money, leverage your time, leverage your expertise, leverage your blank? That's your homework for this week. Got any ideas? You got questions on it? Get below. Give me your comments. Until next time, peace. Love you guys. Live rich. The question I get a lot is this painting behind me So I'll clip in a picture or two if I can. I'll ask Paul to put that in. But for you guys who've been asking, although one guy told me last week, get rid of that painting behind you. But most people are saying, that painting's really cool. What is it? That's by a Colombian artist. His name is Alexis Duque. He's from Colombia, but I believe he lives and works in New York City now. And he just does this fantastical work. All of the theme you see a lot is these really crowded, busy scenes like of this really overpopulated world, or barrios or tenements even. Really, I've got another one in my bedroom. I'll put a picture of that as well, and I'll try to zoom in once on each of them, and you could just see the intricate detail of that. But anyway, so for those of you asking, including my mother who watches the show now, hi, Mom. All right, and don't forget next Monday, be back with another show, and that one's going to be amazing because we're going to talk about how you overcome limitations. See you then.